What's up, everybody? Okay, so season is here. It's been here for a week now, so I thought it'd be nice to review the season here in Diablo 3 because we've been live for a week. So let's get right into it, man. I think that I just died because I'm talking to you guys, but that's okay. I'm gonna play while I talk. It'll help me keep focused. Um, I think this season has been really fun. Um, I think it was. I think I've really enjoyed the last few seasons, to be honest, but I've really enjoyed this season. I have been a demon hunter since day one, 2012. So this was exciting to me that we were getting a new demon hunter set, and I played it in the PTR, and I thought it was kind of cool, but I was surprised this was the build we got, as many people were, and I thought it was a little bit clunky. I think I described it. I think I described it as it's kind of fun and it's kind of almost crazy. It's like in a way like a barb. And I played it earlier on in the PTR, and I didn't play it too much in the PTR. But now getting to experience it in the season after a week here, I was super behind starting this season. Um, we all were when the servers didn't work for the first 30 hours, so that was kind of crazy, or 30 minutes rather, 30 hours. Geez, that would have been really crazy. First 30 minutes we couldn't get on, and I was really frustrated by that because I had to work a couple hours after season started, so I lost a half an hour and then had to work for 8 hours. So, um, I really lost out. A lot of people gained time, and I always kind of like being involved in the leaderboards at the beginning of the season, and I get left out a lot because I work usually. That's a heck of an Arkstone. Um, at that time, so but we got it going, and it ended up being great, and I really struggled early on, but for the real quick final thoughts on the DH is just I really enjoy this build. I'm a DH. I've always played UE. I really love UE. I don't know if I'll really. I don't know if I can go back to UE after playing this, at least for a while. It's so fun. I can't believe it because I had so much fun with UE. Last season, I also had fun with Mundanugu's Witch Doctor. I never thought I would play a Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor was just wicked fun. I made it my alt, and I was playing 80% of the time. I was playing my Demon Hunter UE, had to loving it, normal, whatever. It's a season. And then I was having a lot of fun when I got bored of that, going over to Mundanugu's and playing that and learning that and figuring out what the Witch Doctor could do. But now I haven't even gotten really into an alt at all this season yet and I don't think I will for a little while because this is just too fun. I love this Demon Hunter build. They did a great job. It's still slightly clunky in a way with the way you do things, but not. But I just think it's great. I really do. It's my type of build. You know what I mean? Somebody who plays maybe a Necromancer or a Witch Doctor, maybe this is not their type of thing. They don't enjoy it, but or they're having fun with how powerful it is, but it's not their thing overall. I absolutely love it. I think they did a great job. This season has been chaotic, to say the least, with all the glitchiness. The servers are up against it, it feels like. It's been a little while since I feel like we've seen a season like this that started with the server issues that we started with here. Um, the servers were really, really tested here early on. And the new I always get this rift. I don't know what's going on. That's a different thing is I feel like they did something to the rifts. I feel like they nerfed the big rifts, the big open maps. I get this rift like 45 I want to say 40% of the time. Like this area. I begin here all the time. I don't know what it is. There's a theory out there that they set some kind of percentages to save the server. Maybe that changes after a week and a half or 2 weeks when the servers calm down. I don't know, but it feels like they did something. And if they didn't, then it's just super bad luck, and it's really bad luck. So whatever the case is, I've been getting weird maps. I feel like this season, I don't know if anybody else has been feeling that way. Please leave it in the comments and let me know how your greater rift maps have gone. I just feel like something's wrong, and I'm on my speed build right now on a 93, which is not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Um, But yeah, so server's clunky, but I like it, and the weird theme. You know what I mean? This is just such a chaotic season, and there's a part of me that likes it. There's a part of me that likes the idea that the screen pisses you off every once in a while, and it's stupid, and but then sometimes that lightning wizard effect that comes on is awesome, and you plow down the bad guys. And it's frustrating sometimes when you get the snowball one because it like does nothing really that you can tell. Usually, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. The green bombs that come from the sky are annoying because you think you're standing in poison and you can't tell if that's your damage or theirs or what's going on. And it's hilarious. Like it's like really hilarious when you're in a pile of poison and you're zooming around as God DH, like trying to avoid the green poison, and then the green effect starts bombing down, and you can't tell where the bombs are versus where the poison is. And I don't know, like if you're a hardcore player, it's probably not that funny to you. Like you're probably pissed off. Like if you're a hardcore player. But for me, as a play, I mean, I will play hardcore eventually, but I usually wait. But playing softcore right now, for me, I don't. It doesn't bother me that much, but it is a little goofy, especially if like you're 80% through a rift, and you're struggling, but you're gonna push it, and maybe you're gonna beat it, and you're probably gonna beat it this time. The seasonal theme can work against you or for you. The other day I either uploaded a video or it's gonna be uploaded soon where I beat the rift with seconds to go, and I mean I think it was 5 to 10 seconds left, and at one point it looked like I wasn't gonna make it, and then the seasonal theme kicked in, and I fried a double pack, and that really boosted me. And then it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna kill this rift. And then I had problems with the Rift Guardian or something like that, and then it looked like, wow, I'm gonna fail this. Even the seasonal theme helped me. And then see right now I can't. Is that poison right going on? And then I ended up beating the rift, and within 5 seconds, and it was one of the most funny, goofy, exciting things ever. So I know that I've been a little critical of the season, and other people have been too. Originally, my critique was that it didn't do enough damage. It was just kind of like worthless. But after experiencing it now for a week and really getting to play with it for a week, and this was a weird season, but after experiencing it for a week, I can say to you that it's like chaotic is all I can explain it. It's chaotic. It kind of doesn't make sense, but that's kind of awesome in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know that, like I said again, people, you make it 80% through a rift, and then you die because the screen darkens the wrong way and things go weird and you mess up something, whatever the case is, or you think you think you're not in poison and you are, and then you get angry and your run got ruined, but. And it doesn't. There's no real reason as to why that happened. So I can see people being upset about that, and I can see other people with like eye issues or sensory stuff, or you're just annoyed by it for whatever reason. I totally get those people that are in that camp. Oh my god, and I just died. I myself, at this point, find the seasonal theme hilarious, and I think I like it. Like in like the. I like it for the wrong reasons, but I like it. Like I said, I think you get what I'm saying, so I don't need to say it anymore. But the bottom line is this theme is ridiculous, but it's exciting because it's so stupid. Like, if that makes any sense. And I don't mean stupid like the people who came up with it are stupid or the people who designed it. I'm not saying that. I think it's just ridiculous. And in a good way, is what I'm trying to say. I think it's ridiculous in a good way. In a way that maybe you wouldn't intend originally, but it's funny. So anyway, this is kind of what happens when you test and then you change a bunch of stuff and then you don't test again. I really admire Blizzard for doing this, the D3 team at Blizzard, for just being like, you know what? We rolled it out there. We're going to address the things that people were really mad about and what we thought. And okay, and now we're just going to release the season. Like, F it. Like, it's no secondary test. No more waiting for the season. We're going to release it and on the holiday weekend, and we don't care. And we've gotten a blog post recently saying they are going to address some things. I wonder what those things are. It's kind of weird that we would get that blog post from the new CM, who seems like a cool dude. Uh, Adam Fletcher's been a great guy so far, from what I've seen on Twitter and everywhere else. And so the CMs seem to be pretty cool. This will be the first time that I can remember. Maybe something did happen and I forget, but I don't remember them in the middle of a season or after a season's already launched, them being like, "Oh, we're gonna do something or something. We're gonna fix something or make an adjustment or whatever the case is." I don't remember. I don't remember that happening. So, I think that's pretty cool, I guess. But again, that's kind of what happens. They decided, hey, let's release the season. I think they were ready for it because I heard some other people saying like, oh, this is so strange that they would do this. And, wow, look at how they botched whatever. Somebody said that they botched it or whatever. And I said, well, no, I don't think they botched it. I think they were well prepared for this. I think they said, let's release the PTR. Let's get all the feedback we can. Let's then just release. And let's be prepared to patch anything that comes our way after we get feedback of a week. Almost like the first week of the season itself was a little bit of a test too. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's I think it's kind of cool, and to me, like that they were like, let's just ballsy, like let's just do it. I don't remember the team ever being like that. It's usually been so just, I don't know. But so very interesting to me. I think that's pretty cool. So hats off to the Blizzard team that are working on this, the D3 current classic team or whoever is handling D3 right now. Obviously we want Diablo 4. We want to, hey, give us a remastered D2 so we can have fun for a few weeks or months on that. But I really can't stop wanting more D3 content, man. I mean, it's weird. Part of me almost wishes that in the future that they would start releasing a little bit of in-game transactions and maybe some other content that we could pay for. But I think that they're at the point where they just want to use this as a conduit of good faith leading into D4, and that maybe there's not enough community in America or throughout outside of China where they're like, we don't even want to get into transactions because we just they wouldn't make enough money anyway, so it wouldn't be worth paying for all this development of stuff. It wouldn't sell enough. Sure, like, maybe 5,000 to 10,000 people would maybe love it. 5 to 10,000 people would love it and pay for things and stuff like that, and they'd make some money. But maybe they wouldn't make enough back or whatever the case is. But there's part of me that I couldn't wait for Diablo 3 to come out. And then when it came out, it was like, wow, this is not the Diablo game I thought I was going to get. And for a little while, it felt weird. And now I just love... and then, you love the auction house for some reason. I enjoyed that more than anything. And then things got better as it became a real game eventually when the auction house went away. And now I love this game a lot. I do. I love the game. I wish there was a little more to it still. Like, I wish there was more end game, more content, and whatever. But then I'm worried that maybe I won't feel D4 that as much, at the beginning, or I'll be like, oh man, I kind of miss D3. I can't believe I'm saying that, So I hope I don't say that. I hope I say that, wow, Diablo 4 this is so awesome. I can't stop playing it, and then every once in a while when I get a little bored, I'm like, let me throw D3 back on again. I hope that's how it goes, because that's how it goes still to this day with D2 and D3. Once in a while, I hop on D2 and I start doing stuff, but I always come right back to D3, and they're two different games, so it's weird. But going back to season 21 here, again, the God DH, just awesome, having a blast. My season started slow, and then I had some really bad luck. Probably the most time I've put into a season in a long time at the beginning, and probably the worst start ever. So I put the most time into this season that I put in any season in a long time, and I got the least amount of reward for it. But now it's a week later, and everything eventually dropped fast for me out of nowhere, seemingly, as things happen. Nothing was going the right way, and then suddenly everything began to fall in place all at once. My wife decided to play after a couple of days of seeing me play. She originally said she didn't care about this new demon hunter, and she is now a demon hunter too. She's been one for a couple of years now or so, or a year now, I think it's been. And now she's playing, so like that's been really fun. And she originally thought she was like, it looks dumb, I'm not gonna play. And now she's playing it and she's really loving it. I think she's the same as me. I think she's not gonna go back to UE. I don't think she's gonna go back to Unhallowed Essence because this is just too fun. And you can really do it to speed, or you can do it in a group, or you can do it to push solo. I mean, that's the craziest thing about this build, and it really completes the Demon Hunter for me. And I think I still may use UE. But that's the only sad thing about this is I'm a big UE guy, and I find myself when I switch over to UE, I just go, oh man, I want to just go back to God and just tear it up. So it's kind of sad in a way for a Demon Hunter since 2012 because that for a long time that's been my build, and to be playing this new build, I feel like I'm cheating on my wife or something. It's very weird. But that really is a testament to it's a testament to what they've. I mean, I don't know if these sets were created a while ago, or what the deal is, but whoever created these sets, I mean, they have in my opinion, struck gold with Mundanugus and the new God DH. I think the Necro build's fun too, but it's not quite like Mundanugus and God. And maybe that's because the power or whatever. I still don't understand why they released 2 sets in one season, why they didn't just tweak the Necro for next season. Hopefully next season maybe the new Necro build gets some more love, and then maybe the Wizard build gets fixed. That was a disappointment, but they really struck gold here with the God DH and Mundanugus last season. So the leaderboards are crazy. All these people have come back to the game, I feel like. I think that while a lot of the current players, more of the more active current players, were really enjoying Mundanugus, and they were like, I'm going to play a Witch Doctor for the first time. Okay, cool. And everybody was on board with that. But the interesting thing really to me was this season where I think we saw, and maybe Blizzard has these numbers or can tell this by logins and stuff, but I feel like many, many, many Demon Hunters came back to the game. People who hadn't played in a while, or people who heard about this new God DH. I think a lot of other people obviously are playing DH that haven't played it before or haven't played it in a while, similar to the Witch Doctor situation. But I feel like a lot more people came back to the game than came back during the Mundanugus. So this is sort of, I just don't remember the servers being like this. And part of it's the seasonal theme, I guess. But, we had Season 19 had some crazy effects going on too. And we did see some shakiness, but it wasn't like this. So, I don't know what the reason is. And there was stuff going off way more, like left and right. And it was crazy what went on that season. So back to the seasonal theme again, like randomness. My wife, for some reason, was crashing, and she still crashes every once in a while when she logs into the game. The screen freezes up sometimes and crashes her. I would love to get her specs of her PC and tell you, maybe in case Blizzard was listening, maybe they'd want to know that could be something. It's a brand new computer though, that she just got a little while back. So it's a pretty brand new video card and computer. Mine's pretty brand new too. I have not experienced anything like what she's experienced. Although she does have an AMD build. I have an Intel. She has an AMD. We're both doing SSD drives with the game loaded on those. Probably a video card would be what they'd want to know, and I can't say right now, but if somebody ever really cared that much from Blizzard, which they won't probably see this ever, but if they did, they could hit me up and I would get the specs if they really wanted them, or maybe I'll provide them anyway and just in case, whatever, but probably for no reason because no one will watch this. But the bottom line is there's definitely some interaction with certain computers or conditions where the screens freeze or go blank. It happened to Bloodshed. I happened to be catching his stream while I was playing. It actually happened to him, and I said, "Oh, there it is," because it was happening to my wife upstairs, and I'm like, I don't know what you're going through. I've never seen this, so I don't know what that is. And she's like, this is weird, and I'm like, you're right, it is weird, but I've never seen that. And she's like, yeah, I never saw it on my old computer either. And I'm like, yeah, I've never seen something like that. So Blood had it. She has it. I don't have it. I've heard other people that have described what's gone on. And I'm like, yeah, that's what happened to her. Yep. Or on some similar level like that. People that are mad about the seasonal theme. Like I said, I kind of like enjoy the chaos of the theme now. I kind of like think it's funny. And every once in a while, it kind of helps you out, even though when you least expect it. There's nothing to it. There's not a ton of skill. Maybe if you're in the meta, you've developed some kind of skill with it or timing that I don't know about. The 4-man meta, maybe. I'm sure. Actually, I think I for sure know that they're utilizing that in some way, or it's part of the skill of the of the rifting and all that stuff. But yeah, for me, it's just kind of chaos and hilarity. But I do see a lot of people like, how do you turn it off? Please tell me how to turn off the theme. Oh my God, like I turned all my sound off. It's annoying. Like, and some people are just so mad. It's weird. Um, I've got ADHD and ADD, and I'm kind of a wacko, and so maybe that's why I kind of enjoy the chaos. Like to me, it's like funny or crazy. But other people who are more introverted and are very smart or concentrated on things, sort of this craziness and randomness with no sense, I can see how that could be irritating to that personality trait, right? Whereas with my personality trait, it's kind of like goes along with, hey, bring it on, chaos. It's funny, so I can see how some people hate it. What's up, little buddy? My son's awake. And I remember, last season was so crazy because we got almost 30 primals, which is, which was a lot for me for a season for how much I play. We're at 4 primals so far this season. I got a primal Dawn right off the bat, which is crazy. My primal that dropped for me when I hit 70 was not good. It was strong arm bracers. So I was like, oh, that sucks. But then the next primal that dropped for me was this Dawn, and I was super pumped up. Because the Dawn I had was, minimal. Actually, you know what? I don't think I had a Dawn, so I didn't have a Dawn. So I'm waiting. I can't wait to get a Dawn and, get this thing rolling. And then I get a Dawn, and it's a primal. So I was epically out of my mind. Not the best roll. Maybe I shouldn't have re-rolled the damage. Maybe I should have re-rolled the vitality. But whatever. I did what I did, and oh well. So we got a really good primal Dawn, which was I just couldn't believe it dropped that early. And I saw some other people get them, and we're very lucky, to get a primal Dawn that early, very early, when I was struggling. So primal Dawn, awesomeness. So I've been, I was happy about that. And yeah, so that was good news for me. My wife's at like 600 Paragon. We're grinding away here a weekend. We're behind. We're behind some of the more advanced players, obviously, but we're happy with how we're doing so far. I think that I think my favorite part of the theme is the wizard lightning or whatever that is. I feel like that does the most damage and helps me the best because it kind of becomes part of you and it follows you, so that makes sense. But a lot of the other stuff is so random. But yeah, my overall, I guess my overall comments about this season so far is that it's positive, and yeah, I'll have more to say in another part 2 or next update, whatever, of season 21 so far. So I hope you guys are having good season so far in 21. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you guys are doing, how your drops, what are you doing with the God DH. That's, Vala's Fortress, Dawn, Echoing Fury. You're mixing that in for speed stuff. How are your speeds going? There's a lot of little things that you can tweak. There's a few different variations of speeds and bounties you can do, it feels like, and little alterations you can make depending on what you have. That's kind of interesting. And we'll see what happens going forward, and what the blog post or what the patch is going to be to this seasonal buff. I don't know. Seems to me a lot of casuals kind of like it. It seems like a lot of the casuals really like this. A lot of the, I mean, very casual, right? It seemed like that it went that way about season 19 as well. And we're getting a lot of people playing this game right now. I mean, one of the biggest things too is, I think was it last season? It dropped on the same day as PoE. This season they didn't line up, and I think people for the first time have some negativity towards the PoE season. So that's different. Normally, it's almost always a big thumbs up and can't wait. But I see a little negativity there from some people, so they got bored of it or annoyed by it and said, "You know what? I'm gonna take a break from this for a little while, and I'm gonna go check out that Diablo thing." I can't believe there's a new set item for DH. So that could be part of it too. But we'll see. So hope you guys subscribe. If you're new, hit the like button, leave some comments. What did you think about this video? And guys, I will see you next time in the next video. Evil Spectrum 3 on YouTube. Hope you subscribe. Come over to my Twitch. Check out my Twitch streams. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS is the name on Twitch. It's Joe Cronin JCS. I probably will change that to Evil Spectrum 3 soon. If you guys like wrestling content, go sub to my Joe Cronin show on YouTube. It's got about 68,000 subs. And if you like the gaming stuff, stick here. I'll see you guys later. Hit me up on Twitter at JCS Commentary. And Evil Spectrum here on YouTube. Have fun in your Diablo season, and I'll talk to you soon.